Well, good evening and welcome to Wes-Del High School as we kick off the 21-22 high school basketball season here in Richard Johnson Gymnasium, the beautiful Kay Saunders Court here at Wes-Del. My name is Charlie Sims. I'm sitting alongside Daniel Hansen, and it's our pleasure to be bringing you another season of Wes-Del Warrior basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we've been looking forward to this for a while, Coach. Any more today in high school sports, the preparation for the next season begins is almost as soon as the previous one's over, and I know that this group has been no different. They've been hard at work, and you always look forward to this first game, and fortunate we're able to play that at home as some of these players and the coaches can shake off a little bit of the butterflies and the pregame jitters. And we look forward to another season of basketball. And we're broadcasting, simulcasting live again this year on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And Andrew Romine, our producer this evening, he's sitting to my immediate right, and he has students from his production class that'll be providing some of the camera work tonight. So those that are joining us, either on the IHSA network or on YouTube Live, we'd like to welcome you to the game tonight. Talk a little bit about the game tonight here, Coach. Cambridge City Lincoln, the Golden Eagles out of Cambridge City. They're coming off of an 8-13 campaign last season. They play in the Tri-Eastern Conference, where last year they finished in the middle of the pack. They averaged about 52 points per game and do return their two leading scorers from last year's team. They're a really young team, only one senior on the entire roster for Cambridge City. However, a little development tonight, Cambridge City will be playing without their leading scorer from last year, 6'1 junior Tyler Wiles. He saw action in all 21 games last season for the Eagles, averaged 17.2 points per game. He is not here tonight as he is under the weather, and they've elected to not have him make the trip here to Wes-Del. But they do have a senior guard, the only senior on their roster, and I'm sure they'll look to his leadership tonight. He's a 5'9 senior guard, Alex Birch. He averaged 16 points a game last year and also saw time in all 21 games. And the Golden Eagles are coached by a gentleman who's been in the coaching business for a long time, in his 25th season as a head coach in the state of Indiana. And this is his 11th year at Cambridge City, Rodney Klein. And Rodney Klein has something in common with Coach McLaughlin. Both of these coaches are the winningest coaches in their school's history. Klein has won, looking for his 100th win. When his first win comes this season, that'll be his 100th victory at Cambridge City. And, of course, Coach McLaughlin celebrated that milestone last year. The Warriors, and I'm going to have Coach speak a little bit to this, but the Warriors return two starters from last year that have been playing varsity basketball since their freshman year in Evan Weitzel and Zach Todd. And they were two players last year that averaged double figures for the Warriors, and I'm sure they'll be a key tonight. But we also are going to see some of those role players from last year and even a new face on the floor this year for the Warriors. And we're kind of looking forward to that.
Yes, absolutely. Last year, Evan Weitzel got the nickname the Microwave, and that's because he has the ability to heat up very quickly. So I know he came in last year, finished the year about 15 points a game. So, he's one Coach McLaughlin is looking forward to bringing that spark. Zach Todd, like you mentioned, is do a little everything. He's a kind of a walking double-double for us. And those newcomers, like you talked about, seniors, Alex Light, Cameron Buckner, those guys have been in the program a long time. And, Coach talks a lot about being a family and doing the little things. And when your time is called, be ready to go. So I'm excited to see those guys, and I think they're going to have great year this year. And Cade Pretorius, the new one from he's coming to us this year from Madison Grant. He's been a great addition, great kid, just a great kid in our hallways. Coach has just been very pleased with his leadership and just excited to see. So we got a lot of things. And then you got, another one, A.J. Nauman, another senior that does a lot of the little things for your program, Will Delaney. So very old group, maybe not the experience necessarily, but their experience within the locker room and the program, and guys that are going to bring it night in and night out. So I am excited, as you mentioned. I'm excited to be here with you tonight, and I think it's going to be a fun year. So ready to get it going.
Well, the Cambridge City Golden Eagles, they come into Wes-Del, and I believe at least for as long as I have been at Wes-Del, which this is my 20th year at Wes-Del, I believe this has been the opening game for the Wes-Del Warriors since I started Wes-Del 20 years ago. And long history, the very first game, Wes-Del does own a slight lead in the series at 14-10. The last two times that these teams met was at this game last season, in which the Wes-Del Warriors walked away with an 81-64 victory. So these two coaches are no strangers to each other. These two teams are no strangers. Kind of an opening night tradition. And looking over, and the student section appears to be sporting their pajama theme tonight, which is an appropriate theme, especially in light of the fact that most of them probably slept in today. Many of them may have actually not got out of those pajamas all day. So great idea to have the pajama theme, and our students here to support us. And it looks like, for a holiday weekend, Cambridge City has brought a fairly decent number of supporters. And as we look around here on our sidelines, it looks like there's a number of people anxious to see the Warriors play tonight, just as we are, Coach.
Yes. Well, and we must say, give a little shout-out for our younger ones as well. The C team got off a big win, come back to Monday night against Frankton on the road, great second half. And our JV team, they had a tough battle here at home last night. And then before this here, to get us going tonight, picked up the win 67-35. So just good things happening in the program, and here we are getting ready to kick off the varsity season.
Well, it seems like we wait a long time, and I know it doesn't seem like a long time. To me, anyway, the older you get, it doesn't seem like a long time. But I know for these kids who want to play basketball, it seems like they wait a long time to get playing. But once the season starts, we're in it. We have a home game tonight. Then we come back home for a varsity boys-girls doubleheader on Saturday, and then we're back here at Wes-Del to play another varsity game on Tuesday. So it seems like once we get going, we're in it, Coach.
Yes, it's a very, like you said, there's a lot of preparation, a lot of work time that goes in the summer and the fall and all those workouts, and it all comes down to this. And once you start, it's here, and we're preparing for the next game. So I'm excited. Also, I'm excited for Saturday night. We have a girls-boys doubleheader here at home, so we'll be on the call for both of those. It's going to be a great night again here in our home gym, and no one does it better than Wes-Del, so anytime we can host, it's a great thing.
No, and that's great support here, like you said, on an extended holiday weekend for us to get this kind of support, and I am really anxious to see the Warriors take the court tonight. Talking about some keys to the game, and I know I had an opportunity to talk with Coach McLaughlin briefly before the game, and one of the things that I think his theme has been, there's no question Wes-Del can score points. We averaged 62 points a game last season. We have 2 of our 4 leading scorers back from that team. But I think what we're going to try to look for tonight and Saturday this weekend is, I think what Coach McLaughlin wants is what he referred to as consistency. We had a great campaign last year, wind up 10-11. And I think the Wes-Del Warriors, I think it's been 6 years in a row where the Wes-Del Warriors have won either 10 or more basketball games. But there seems to be that one of the frustrating things was the lack of consistency. We had a lot of ups and downs. And so I know that Coach is looking forward to perhaps maybe putting together some more consistency, especially since he's got a senior-led team this year.
Yes, and how you do that is being consistent on the defensive end and doing the little things like rebounding. As you mentioned, our offense is going to be there, and your shooting is going to be there night in and night out, depending on who's hot that night. But if you can hang your hat on defensively, rebounding the basketball, taking care of the basketball, not turning it over, doing those little things, then that's going to help you as well develop that consistency overall that you're looking for. So, again, as I saw them play in the Jamboree on this past Saturday, they're excited to watch them. You could tell they were playing together as a team, moving the basketball really well. I think we scored 30 points in the first quarter. So the firepower is there. And like you said, it's just going to see as we can develop those other parts of the game.
And I've been watching Wes-Del basketball for a long time under Coach McLaughlin, and it's interesting that we talk about our firepower and our offense, but Coach McLaughlin is an extremely focused coach when it comes to defense, and he really prides himself, and his team takes a lot of pride on their ability to pressure their opponents and play defense. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out tonight. Well, Coach, it looks like the flag's coming down in the middle of the court. We're getting ready for the national anthem. And so we'll take it to the floor for the playing of our national anthem. And that was the national anthem performed by Mrs. Emily Love. She's teacher here, the choir director, and she always does such a wonderful job with the national anthem and singing voice. So appreciate the effort by Mrs. Love. We've got about 3 minutes here. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Lincoln Golden Eagles. Like I said before, they are starting we're going to take a look at the only senior in their lineup, number 2, Alex Birch. He's a 5'9" guard. He averaged 16.3 points per game last year, saw minutes in all 21 games, so they will definitely look to him for leadership as well. Another starter for Cambridge City Lincoln, number 11, that's Gavin Trent. He's a 6-foot junior. Number 12, Briar Gillespie, a freshman in the starting lineup tonight for the Golden Eagles. And then to round out their lineup, number 20, 6'4" junior, Avery McGriff. And then Logan Vance, a 6'5" junior. He'll be playing inside for the Golden Eagles. So the Golden Eagles bring back some experience in their experienced guard in Birch and Trent. They have a freshman in the lineup, Gillespie, but then the McGriff kid and the Vance kid bring them some height into the lineup at 6'4" and 6'5". So those will be the ones that will take the floor here at the beginning for the Golden Eagles. And as we'll hear in a little bit, the lineup tonight, like we talked about earlier, Zach Todd, he's a 6'1" senior. Also Evan Weitzel, a 6'1" senior. Evan Weitzel, leading scorer coming off of last year's team, averaged 15 points a game for the Warriors last year. Interesting thing about Evan, he's at 774 points right now for a career. So he's got an opportunity this season to reach that 1,000-point milestone. Very obtainable goal for Evan this year. And, of course, he'll be our guard, our leader, and Alex Light, number 24, he's a 6-foot senior. Alex saw a lot of really critical minutes. He was a difference maker for the Warriors a lot of time, a role player for the Warriors, and really made a difference when he came in. And then Cameron Buckner, a 6'4" senior as well. Cameron played a lot of junior varsity time last year, was absolutely dominant at the junior varsity level. No surprise to see him in the lineup. And then number 4, a name that is not unfamiliar to Wes-Del people who have been around a while, Pretorius. His mother actually is a teacher, was a teacher at Wes-Del, has come back to teacher. He had an older brother that attended Wes-Del High School, but number 4, Cade Pretorius, he's a 5'10" junior guard and kind of a new face for the Warriors tonight. And those are your starting lineups tonight. We get ready to introduce those lineups here. PA announcer Biff Wilson will do that only as Mr. Wilson can. We'll take it down to the floor for the introduction of tonight's teams. Well, there it is, only as Wes-Del could do it, and Hoosier hysteria, Wes-Del style, here at Wes-Del High School, the Richard Johnson Gymnasium, as we get to set to tip off the 21-22 campaign of your Wes-Del Warriors. We'd like to welcome everyone joining us on YouTube on the Wes-Del Sports Network, though we're live streaming, I believe, also on the IHSA network. And we're underway, Coach.
Yeah, good tip there. Looks like the Golden Eagles here are going to start out in a man-to-man defense. Alex, great take there by Evan Weitzel. We're off the bat, got all the way to the rim. Rebound, Golden Eagles.
Well, I think Evan wanted to set a tone real early there, taking it to the hoop. And there's that defense that we talked about in the pregame show.
Yeah, and it's going to start off here with a 10-second call. Coach McGalton comes out in the Fury look that we call Fury. It's a 1-2-2 high trapping. Wants to be aggressive, set the tone defensively, and it starts there with the turnover.
Well, we've talked about this a lot last year, and that kind of defense tends to really wear on an opponent.
It does, and you want to try to use your defense to get offense. So good shot there by Cade. Kick out by Zach Todd on the miss there. Here comes the Eagles. And we're going to have a charge by Zach Todd.
Yep. Well, sometimes when you stand in that lane like that, you get about a I don't know what you called last year. I remember us calling a game. You call it that 50-50 play, but that one worked out for us. So these shots are going to start to fall for Wes-Del.
Yeah, and this is, like you said, first game. Both teams get those nerves going here. Everybody's excited to play. Settle down here and run. Coach got a set here called.
There's a turnover by Wes-Del. Cambridge City definitely wants it in the hands of number 2.
Another turnover there by good effort by Buckner as he lost it there, but got his hands on it defensively at the top. He is going to present some problems for teams. We talked about this in that Fury with that trap at the top, but not only is it a trap, he's also listed at 6'4", so very long, lanky.
And he's got a big wingspan, too.
He does. It's going to be very problematic for teams. There's another deflection right there by Buckner.
Well, one thing that you've got to like here in the first minute and a half of this ball game is the intensity that the Warriors are playing with. I mean, they're all over the floor, hustling after the basketball.
Yeah, one of the things Coach McLaughlin takes a lot of pride in is trying to get tips. You want to get when you run this style of defense, not necessarily everything's about a steal, but get as many deflections as possible. There's a 3 from the top of the key. Rebound by Cade Pretorius.
He lost the handle there.
It's a tough break. Looking to push it there.
Just unlucky.
Coach is calling it out. Looks like we're going to stay in our Fury here. Good trap there defensively there. Leads in another deflection.
Boy, I tell you what, there's a this game will settle down a little bit, I think right now. But, you know, we've talked about this before covering Wes-Del basketball games too, and we don't mean this in a negative with a negative connotation, but ugly basketball. That's kind of our style anyway.
Yeah, that was I see they caught a foul there on Evan Weitzel. I thought it was just a ball out of bounds, but yes, you're right. And when you play this style of defense, you know it's going to be, like you said, kind of that word ugly at times, but you're trying to create a tempo. You're trying to get turnovers. You're trying to use your defense to create offense. So,
well, it looks like they're going to get Pretorius there on the foul on the shooter. Lincoln shooter at the line. It's Briar Gillespie. He's a freshman playing in his first varsity contest here today. So he's going to have an opportunity to put the first points on the board. Can't capitalize on the first of his 2 shots.
One thing to watch here as this game progresses is when you do play this style of defense, you are trying to be up-tempo. You got to keep an eye on those fouls because you can put yourself in foul trouble pretty quick.
Well, there's 6 minutes to go here in the first period, and either team is yet to put the ball through the net here. So inbound play for Cambridge City under their own basket. Again, another one of those deflections.
Good take there by Zach Todd. Cleaned up by Cameron Buckner. And looks like we're going to have a foul as well.
We'll see who this is called against. Number 54. That's Logan Vance. That's their big guy. He's a 6'5" junior. Committed the foul after the basket. So Wes-Del get the inbound under their own basket, a chance to put some more points on the board. Buckner cannot get the 3-pointer to go.
Picks him up here to half court. Gillespie for 3 right there. Yep. There's that freshman that you talked about early on.
So Evan Weitzel.
Good offensive rebound by Alex Light. Good aggressive to keep that on. Nice find there by Zach Todd. And again, another find for Cameron Buckner under the bucket and one.
Well, one of the things that if you notice there, the Lincoln players definitely have their eyes laser focused on number 22.
They do. He's doing a good job of kicking the basketball right now.
That's what I was just
tackling in the middle of the paint. He's getting there, and there's 5 guys collapsed on him, and he's doing a good job of finding the open guy.
So Buckner hits his free throw. That'll give Wes-Del a 5-3 lead. 5:20 left to go still in the first period. Wes-Del still applying the pressure. Cambridge City still a little frustrated. Logan Vance. Nice little hook shot there. And here come your Warriors.
Another kick out again by Evan Weitzel, this time for Zach Todd. Misses a 3, but again, there's that play we talked about before from Alex Light. Keeps it alive.
Man, what a hustle play. Evan Weitzel with the block shot. Knew he was fading out of bounds. Threw it off of Gillespie. That's a real heads-up play. That's a sign of a kid who's played a lot of basketball.
Yes, that was a great job. Go straight up. Way to block it without getting another foul there, too, because he's already got one, so can't afford to get a second one.
So Gillespie, another 2-point basket off of a steal. Looks like they're gonna stay in that zone.
And Weitzel again gets to the middle of the floor. Another kick out, missed again from Buckner.
That's the right idea. Once we get those shots to fall, though.
Yeah, and Coach might be talking to him here just about being a little bit more patient. We're doing a good job of getting in the middle of the floor, kicking it out, but you might like to see just another attack or two and see if you could get in more to the middle again. Good defense right there by the Warriors. Good rebound by Cameron Buckner.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be Logan Vance's second foul, if that in fact is called on Logan Vance, and that's that is correct. That's their big man. And he's committed his second foul. Be interesting to see if Coach Klein.
Looks like right now he's going to leave him out there.
He's
staying out on the floor.
3.5 to go. First period of play. Eagles 7. Your Warriors 5. And here come the Golden Eagles. Well, there's one thing I talked about Briar Gillespie being a freshman and being in the lineup, but he's absolutely proved his worth to the Golden Eagles so far. 3-point basket. They're going to get Zach Todd on a little bump there underneath the basket. That'll be his first, I think. I believe that's his first foul. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. Fairly, really, if you look at it, it's been a fair. With all of the back and forth, it's been a fairly clean basketball game.
Yeah. So far, it's been a lot of missed shots. Another foul here. We're going to be. Let's see, this one's on. It's going to be the 5th team foul.
We're going to get Alex Light. Well, at least they're spreading it around. We don't have anybody too concerning with foul trouble yet, but that could be a factor. We've still got 3 minutes to play in the first period here.
One possession here underneath the bucket here. Coach has gone to our 11 defense. It's a switching man-to-man. Everybody switching on every screen.
That was a strong move by Alex Birch for Cambridge City to the basket.
Warriors staying with the defense here again as well. Another take by Birch.
Yep.
Good
and
rebound
that's 2
by
in a
Cameron
row
Buckner.
now. He's just not been able to go, but they've been good looks. Neither team shooting very well at this point.
There's another good take by Evan Weitzel. He has just been living in the paint. They're just going to now go to the free throw line. A lot of times when you're a scorer, it's just getting to that line early in the game, get your momentum going to the rim, see if you can get a few early ones here at the free throw line, get you in rhythm.
It's a timeout, Cambridge City. It's a full timeout. And, well, Coach, so far, what do you think? The Warriors came out with some very aggressive play, both offensively and defensively. Couldn't get some of those early shots to fall. But I think we did a pretty good job of setting up the pregame. They come out in their tenacious defense, what we're going to often refer to out the season as the Fury. That's that high trap, zone trap that they run that people that watch enough Wes-Del basketball are pretty familiar with. But we've got to get some shots to fall.
Yeah, and like you said, offensively, we got a lot of experience. Got a lot of, I should say, an older group, but maybe some of them lack some of the experience. I think the nerves, that first game, we'll settle down here and get some of that offensive flow better. So Evan Weitzel's doing a good job getting the middle floor. We've had a few good kickouts. We just didn't get one to fall. So a lot of times basketball is about, it's a miss or make league sometimes. So a lot of times the difference at the end of the night just becomes down to shot making. So we've got a lot of good shots here early on, just haven't had them to fall.
Well, Evan Weitzel will be at the line shooting 2. He hits both of these. We can cut into that Eagle lead. We'll be down by 3. That last foul, they got number 20, Avery McGriff, and that's his second. So they've got a couple players already with 2 fouls.
Yes, and it looks like both of them, well, it looks like McGriff's staying on the floor here, but it looks like Coach Klein is taking Vance out here with 2, but Warriors staying with their fury here. Again, Cameron Buckner doing a great job up top, putting a lot of pressure with that wingspan. There's a travel from Birch. Great job there from the Warriors.
Well, sometimes if you're that press is not just about getting steals and the deflections or the tips like you said earlier. It's also about taking them out of their rhythm and making them do things with the basketball they don't want to do that causes those kinds of turnovers.
Yeah, forces you to speed up sometimes and play just a little bit more of maybe what you're comfortable.
A.J. Nauman into the lineup for the Warriors.
Evan Weitzel again attacking. Another kick out to Zach Todd. Nice find there from Alex Light. Cameron Buckner again, stay with it. Great. Another tough one, in and out.
In and out.
Great job by Cameron Buckner to stay active underneath the rim there.
As we play more basketball, those will fall.
Yes, a good steal there by Evan Weitzel, being aggressive. He is so fast with the basketball, as you can see right there, when he's got the ball attacking the rim. And there's that defense leading the offense.
Well, the Weitzel basket cuts the lead to 2. Alex Birch hits the three-pointer to extend the Eagle lead back to 5.
Another great take by Evan Weitzel. You know, defensively, I had a great conversation last night with Coach McLaughlin as we were watching the girls' JV and the boys' JV contest. You know, one of the things they talk a lot about is 3 traps. They feel like we got to get something within 3 traps, because if we get out of 3 traps, we're probably at a disadvantage. And the last possession, that's something you were able to see there. Oh, and we got a travel there on the Golden Eagles. So, coach's philosophy, we really want to get something within 3 traps. And you're seeing that. The guys are really working hard trying to get either a deflection or something within that first couple passes.
Well, it looks like we're going to see Will Delaney, number 14. Will's back on the lineup, back on the roster this year. He's a 6'1" senior. He checks into the lineup for the Warriors.
Like coach is maybe calling something here. We got the end of the quarter coming up. Zach Todd for 3. Big 3 right there.
That is a big 3 right there to get the momentum going into the quarter break. Ties the game up 13-13. Eagles will get one more shot at it here. Great steal Zach Todd. And
looks like we're going to have a foul here on the Warriors. We'll see who it's on.
They're going to call that on Will. Will lost the handle and was just fighting for the basketball. I don't know. Could have gone either way there, but that's in and out. And so we're kind of right back where we started at the beginning of the game. We're all tied up 13-13 here at the end of one. And at the end of the first quarter, though, here at Wes-Del Sports Network, we would like to thank our sponsors. These sponsors make the broadcast of Wes-Del basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network possible. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Martin Insurance, Campus Rentals, Property Pros, and Young's Title and Abstract for sponsoring Wes-Del basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We're going to take about a 30-second audio timeout, and we'll be right back with the beginning of the second quarter here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Well, we're back here at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, and a beautiful shot there of the K. Saunders court as the teams take the court. Begin our second period of play. For those of you just joining us, it's the Warriors and the Golden Eagles of Lincoln High School out of Cambridge City, Indiana. It's all tied up 13-13 as we begin the second period of play.
Warriors come out again in our Ferry defense. Couple changes here at the quarter. Looks like Alex Light now will take the top of that defense as Cameron Bruckner gets a rest. Cameron was very active that first quarter offensively and defensively. Played a great first quarter for us.
And one thing you're going to get out of Cameron, you're going to get hustle. You're going to get attempts. I know he wanted a couple of those shots to fall, but Cameron Buckner, I was impressed with his play last year in the junior varsity level. He's paid his dues, and I think we're going to see some big things. That's, to come out as a senior and start in your first start on varsity. He's seen some varsity minutes, but we spoke to this earlier. You got to think some of these kids they got to kind of shake off those nerves, shake off those butterflies, and I think once we settle down, the Warriors will be in pretty good shape.
Evan Weitzel here brings it across. The Golden Eagles staying in their man-to-man defense. Cade Vittorius back in the game now. Nice move there by Zach Todd. Did a great job of using the left hand to get in the middle of the paint and his drop step spin move to finish.
Nice look, nice feed, nice find.
Yeah.
That was Evan Stuckey. He's a freshman as well, number 1. He found the big man 54 Ogun Vance under. So
great job by Will Delaney right there. Zach Todd missed the 3. Will did a great job of working for position inside and got the rebound put back for 2.
Pretty youthful lineup out there for the Golden Eagles. And but they seem to be holding their own. And there's a miscue too.
Defensively, Coach McLaughlin's got to be very happy here early on here. We have done a great job of speeding them up, creating turnovers. Right now it's just about capitalizing on the offensive end when we get those opportunities.
We don't have the time or the ability to keep the statistics like they do, in a professional broadcast, but it would be interesting to see what the turnover ratio is at the end of this half. Just how many turnovers Wes-Del's been able to force using that zone press.
Can you see the flying around? Great job there. Warriors are really doing a good job flying around, keeping the ball on one side of the floor. Looks like we're going to have another timeout here from the Golden Eagles.
And it'll be a full timeout. So we're with 5:51 here in the second period of play. The Warriors are up by 2. One of the things I was going to comment there on that last play here during the timeout, but I'll say that, statistically, when we talk about statistics in basketball, it's so offensively, the offensive statistics are what everybody wants to talk about. But on that last play, we talk about Evan Weitzel and his ability to drive the paint and the difference that he's going to make this year offensively. Are obviously we're going to look to him to score points. One of the things I don't know if the people watching in the game noticed in that last possession, not only did he come down and collapse underneath the basket, but he was the first one out to hustle and to get that ball and to force the ball out of bounds and to force the turnover out here on the sideline. So, good basketball players, the statistics, there aren't a lot of defensive statistics. And when you have a team or a players that contribute both offensively and defensively, it shows where their heart lies on the basketball court and that they're good, well-rounded players. And every one of these Wes-Del Warriors, they take a lot of pride in their defense.
Yeah, and that goes back to, like you said, Coach was really preaching that consistency, and that starts on the defensive end, having that consistent energy every night. And when your best players offensively are doing that, a lot of bodies, a lot of block out. Good job there by Alex Light. Coming away with that one.
I think some people understand how much energy it takes for you to be able to run that zone press too.
Yes.
So Pretorius makes his presence known here at Wes-Del.
Yeah,
Three-point basket.
He is on this team. It looks like he's probably going to be our three-point best threat on the floor most nights. And when he's got his feet set, knocking shots down, it's going to be a good thing.
And they may get Zach Todd here on another foul. It's a place I'm sure Coach doesn't want to be in with Zach.
It looks like they called it on Will Delaney too.
Okay. So they got Will Delaney on that foul.
Looks like that's going to be his second. But, yes, it looked like early on it could have gone on either player there.
Well, the Golden Eagles are going to be shooting from this point forward. We just got a little under 5 minutes to go. Looks like a shift change here. Coming into the game for the first time for the Warriors.
Number 30, Trey Adams. So
yeah, Trey Adams.
Sophomore guard.
Well, I knew it was Trey, but sometimes I don't know when they publish our rosters, but he's number 12 on mine, but number 30 today. So
there's Cade again, knocking it down.
There's
again,
what we
feet
need.
Set.
And just like that, how quick the momentum of a basketball game can change. And I told you it was going to come down when we started making our shots just like that. We're up by 8 with still 4:30 left to go in the first half.
And there's Cameron Buckner back in again, Alex Light. Cameron, when he's at the top of that fury, it just creates so much havoc for the offense. Good defense by Trey Adams right there.
That's a really good job. And I thought maybe, come on, King.
Good finish. Way to stay with it.
I saw that mismatch down here on the other end, and I knew they were going to try to get the ball into Vance, but, boy, Trey did a good job. And you got to really –
a few bodies going everywhere right there.
One thing that you cannot fault the Warriors is their hustle right now.
No, they're getting a lot of deflections, a lot of – looks like we're going to have a foul here on –
Gavin Trent of Lincoln. That's just his first.
Warrior ball out on the bounce here on the side.
So the next Golden Eagle foul, both teams will be in the bonus. A.J. Nauman in the lineup for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors going with a 4-guard lineup here with Adams, Nauman, and loose ball. Got good effort there by Alex Light.
That's probably going to be a travel.
Yes, but you can't fault one there. That's the one of the turnovers that you're okay with as a coach.
Yes. In the first 10 minutes of this basketball game, I have seen more players on the floor than you normally would in an entire game, and that goes. That's effort. People willing to sacrifice themselves for the good of the team.
And it looks like we're going to have a technical foul here on.
Looks like maybe number 2, Alex Birch. A technical foul. I'm not sure, but I didn't see any physical contact, but maybe something must have been said or done out there on the court. You don't see that very often. McLaughlin will send Pretorius to the line, shoot the free throws for the technical foul. I think he gets another one. Cade was so excited he made that first free throw. He, I think, momentarily forgot that he gets another one.
Yes.
And so he'll hit them both, and it'll be Wes-Del basketball. 10-point lead for your Warriors, 3:40 to go in the second period of play. Not sure if we have a 4-guard lineup or a 5-guard lineup in at this point.
Yeah, we do. And it looks like we got a change here defensively for the Golden Eagles, and it's going to get us in a travel there. They threw out kind of their own little fury look. We didn't quite adjust. It got us in a travel there. Warriors are going to stay in it here. Looks like Alex Light at the top of the fury look. But as you had mentioned, we are definitely a little smaller right now, but that's okay.
They're going to get Evan Weitzel for a personal foul.
Yeah.
That'll send Cambridge City to the line. They'll be shooting one in the bonus. Zach Todd's going to check back into the Warrior lineup.
2 fouls on Evan Weitzel here. One of the things you can look for a lot of times in most high school basketball games is if the officials feel like it's getting a little chippy or maybe just starting to kind of go that way, they're going to tighten it up a little bit.
Kind of reel everybody back in.
Good rebound by Zach Todd on the miss. So Golden Eagles staying it here. They're in a 1-2-2 fury look of their own. Trey Adams up top, gets it to the middle. Zach Todd was right where you want to be.
Don't finish.
Great effort there by Trey Adams.
Yep.
Again, Golden Eagles are going to stay in it here. Coach McLaughlin's trying to get him where he wants him here. A little better setup this time. Good look there by Cade Pretorius in the corner there after he's just hit his last 2. A little short.
Oh.
Dangerous
Cameron.
Pass.
But boy, we collapse down there
Look at
inside.
Trey
Trey
Adams
Adams with the steal. And he'll go coast to coast. Nice. It was a nice move to the basket, but he'll get called for the player control foul, the charge on Trey Adams. And that'll put Cambridge City back at the line. One of the things, we're still a little over 2.5 minutes to go in the second period, and the Cambridge City scored 2 points this entire series here, and Wes-Del has scored 12.
Yeah.
So the momentum has definitely shifted. So it looks like Cambridge City calls a timeout, another timeout. This will be just a 30-second timeout, and we talked about patience in that first quarter, and played out just as you, I guess, kind of predicted, Coach.
Yeah, and like you said, we talked about it. Just missed a couple shots. Cade Pretorius there got 2 good looks, knocked them both down. In a game when it's a low-scoring game, 2 threes is a big difference. 6 points. And like you said, you got to be happy with the energy and the effort defensively. Just cleaning it up a little bit on offense here, and really got to finish this quarter strong. This is a big 2 minutes, 43 seconds here. Both teams obviously in the bonus. Currently a 10-point lead, so I'm sure Coach McLaughlin just talked to him about right now, growing that lead here in the finish the quarter. We don't want to lose it going into half.
Well, the Wes-Del Warriors have played 8 different players so far in this game, and every one of them has come in and contributed either offensively or defensively and gave tremendous effort. There's Birch. Nice finish to the basket. Cuts the Warrior lead to 8. Like you said,
got to get it across.
Cambridge City kind of running their version of the Fury, the zone press.
Yes.
And how much of that plays into the fact that now that they're doing that, Coach has gone to his ball handler lineup too. One of the things I've seen from Wes-Del, at least so far in this first half, is you never know coming in. Good positioning by Cameron Buckner there.
Yeah, he fought for a rebound, but looks like he's going to get a foul.
I felt like he had the position there.
Yeah.
They're going to get Cameron Buckner for his second. So we've got quite a few players with 2 fouls here in the first half. So that will put Lincoln in the double bonus now, if I'm correct. And Cambridge City just has not done a very good job of hitting free throws. It's number 11, Gavin Trent. He's going to miss the first one. Second one's a little long.
Good rebound by Alex Light again underneath there, fighting for position and balancing the rebound. Golden Eagles staying within their trap. Warriors trying to break it. Trey Adams does a great job there. Nice pass. Just got to finish that.
That's exactly how you handle that press.
Yes, get it in the middle of the floor. You're going to be able to kick it opposite or look to attack.
One of the things is if you live by that press, but you can also die by that press if you don't execute it. Birch was home on that one.
Yeah.
Good heads-up play there.
Staying with it here again. That was when you want to attack it. There you go, Trey. Good move there by Cade. Again here, get the ball moving side to side. Look to penetrate.
Good patience.
Yes.
Displayed by the Warriors here.
Good look by Cade.
Yep. Well, he hit 2 of those early. Do not fault him for taking that shot there.
No, that's a good look. Had his feet set, stepping into it.
So here come the Eagles.
Good rebound by Alex Light.
Alex Light is an extremely versatile basketball player.
Nice pass.
So, rebound, handles the ball,
pushes it.
Head is up, great pass. Alex Light can absolutely be a difference maker on this basketball team.
Absolutely. Well, there's another play by Trey Adams. It's going to be a foul. He's going to be shooting free throws. But, coach, those are the plays that you talk about as a coach. Those are the winning basketball plays. At the end of the night, there's 15 to 20 plays that are going to determine the outcome, and Alex Light makes those winning basketball plays for your team.
So number 54, Logan Vance, picks up his 3rd foul. So I believe Coach Klein will probably sub in for him, and in fact he does. Number 4, Damian Nash, will check into the lineup. Also,
it's a great sub there for
Brandon Wiley
coming in for Zach Todd.
Brandon Wiley, another senior on the team. He'll see his first minutes tonight.
Yeah, I really want to make sure that Zach Todd here doesn't pick up it's going to be a tough
and
foul.
And then Brandon gets one right off the bat.
Which was the substitution
which would have been Zach
yes,
in that spot on the lane. So there is a lot of strategy to the game of basketball.
Especially when you're battling fouls right now. Both coaches are. You want to get to halftime. You don't want any players with 3, as we just mentioned. Vance picked up his 3rd right there, but Coach McLaughlin here is trying to shuffle things in and out to get to halftime with nobody with 3 fouls.
So what's interesting, those 2 substitutions that came in, Wiley came in, and Damian Nash, who's at the line shooting, came in, and they've already made the scorebook in 0.8 seconds. So those substitutions are critical.
Golden Eagles staying with her again, half court trap. Oh, and there's gonna be a turnover. Got his momentum going too fast here. Look for Alex Light to push.
That is a huge basket by
It
Cade Pretorius. That
is
is huge.
Well, it shows you the confidence of the young man to be able to step in.
Absolutely.
His last couple.
I'll tell you what. That last fast break that Cambridge City had, they didn't capitalize on it, but they had an opportunity to cut the lead to 7. Okay, we come down. Cade hits that 3-point basket. Now the Warriors go into halftime with a 12-point lead, and just a matter of seconds how quickly this game can change.
Just a second ago we were talking about that with 2:13 to play. There it was a 10-point lead, and coming out of that timeout, we said Coach McLaughlin, is going to be challenging his guys to grow the lead and not give in to it, and those couple possessions really did that for us.
That's right. So it's halftime here at Wes-Del High School. It is the Cambridge City Lincoln Golden Eagles 20, the Wes-Del Warriors 32. We're going to take a very short audio timeout here, give everybody here a little break, and then we'll be back with some halftime statistics. You're watching Wes-Del Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Well, welcome back. We're at halftime here at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, where your Wes-Del Warriors are holding on to a 12-point lead over the Golden Eagles of Cambridge City Lincoln High School. And here at halftime, we just want to say a special thank you. One of part of the initiative this year to bring you these games, Mr. Andrew Romine, he has a video production class this year that is, the students are working very diligently to bring you all of these simulcast games, not just tonight's games, but all of the girls basketball games, the volleyball games this fall. It was all student produced. Tonight, the students that are involved in the broadcast of tonight's basketball game, we want to give a shout out to Savannah McCollum, who's bringing you those nice shots from the floor, and our camera person behind us, Gracie Gillum, who's doing a good job of following the game, and of course Mr. Romine, who does the production for the games tonight. We're going to have some halftime stats for you very shortly, but we do want to give a shout out to all the people watching the basketball games, the families, the households that have tuned in tonight. According to our metrics, we've got about 52, 54 households here watching Wes-Del basketball, Cambridge City basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We want to thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting your Warriors. Coach Hanson's back with some halftime statistics, and what do you got for us, Coach?
We do, and just start off with first the team score by quarter. After the first quarter, it was 13-13. Second quarter, we outscored Cambridge City Lincoln 19-7. So that's kind of where we're at, that 32-20. So big second quarter for the Warriors. Just start off with fouls for the Warriors. As we mentioned early on there, no one picked up 3, but we do have a few with 2. Will Delaney has 2 fouls, Evan Weitzel 2 fouls, and Cameron Buckner with 2 fouls. So fouls obviously in the second half is going to be an important statistic for both teams. Points for the Warriors. Cade Pretorius hit 3 threes and finished the half with 11 points. All of those came in the second quarter. Will Delaney 2 points. Evan Weitzel and Cameron Buckner both with 5. And all of theirs were in the first quarter. And Zach Todd has 9. So that's the scoring for the Warriors. For the Cambridge City Lincoln, they are 2 fouls. Alex Birch and Avery McGriff, and then 3 fouls for Logan Vance. So, again, fouls for both teams is going to be an interesting here the second half. They are led with scoring by number 12, the freshman, Gillespie with 8, and the senior Birch with 7, Nash 1, and Logan Vance 4. An interesting stat here to keep an eye on as this game finishes up here in the second half is the Golden Eagles are 1 for 8 from the free throw line, and I do believe that 2 of those misses were 1-and-1. So, again, any basketball game down the stretch is always 1 at the free throw line and turnovers. So, it's kind of the little first half recap here as we get ready for the second half.
Yeah, we mentioned the I don't want to say lack of, but the lack of success that Cambridge City had at the free throw line in the first half. That was good for the Warriors, but and it'll be interesting to see how the foul situation plays out for both teams, but especially Cambridge City has a couple of their key players, I think, in a little worse shape. I don't think they have the depth that we do. Like we said, I think we saw 9 different players in the first half at some point for Wes-Del, and a lot of those players are seniors with a lot of varsity experience, even coming off the bench. So depth's going to, I think, fouls, depth going to play in. And just as we talked about in the pregame show, no question that Wes-Del has the firepower. And just it is ever since I have been watching in the McLaughlin era basketball, one of the things is that we always have those key players. And, of course, we talked about Zach Todd and Evan Weitzel before the game, but Wes-Del has always had a balanced offensive attack. And just like you said, this played out just like that in the first half when you have people contributing in the first quarter and then the opponents get wise to that. We have other players that can step up. And so Like I said, 12-point lead for the Warriors, and I would imagine if I know Coach McLaughlin, he will keep that same pressure up. The last thing we want is to give Cambridge City an opportunity to get back into this game in the third quarter. Basketball is a game of momentum, and momentum seems to be on our side right now thanks to that great defensive performance and then that three there hit in the last 30 seconds by Cade Pretorius. So momentum's on our side. I believe Wes-Del will get the basketball. Cambridge City controlled the tip. So Wes-Del should get the basketball here on the alternating possession. And here we go, Coach. Second half of the first game of the season. We'll see how the Warriors respond.
Yes, it looks like both teams here start the second half with their starters, as most would anticipate. Lincoln comes out in their man, so they're not going to come out in their 1-2-2-2 trap as they finish the half. They're back in their man. Good attack again by Evan White, who gets it to Zach Todd down below and was not able to miss.
So here come the Eagles. And I'm not sure that miscue was forced by our pressure. I think that was just an errant pass by Gavin Trent. So Warriors will get another shot at it here. Interesting set here by the Warriors.
Yeah, it's kind of their clear out set by Alex Light.
Kind of reminiscent of the picket fence in Hoosiers there.
Yes, yeah. Oh, great activity by Cameron Buckner. Look at that. Was able to knock it away and finish. So, again, when he's at the top here, just giving him all kinds of fits. The adjustment here, it looks like, for the Golden Eagles is they brought Vance here at the top. And another takeaway from Evan Weitzel. So good. 4 points right there, quick off the defense.
Eagles just don't have an answer for our zone press. And that is a credit to the Wes-Del basketball players. That was a pretty hard collision there, but
it's a tough foul. But it was a foul. But again, you're going to get some of those aggressive, unfortunate kind of fouls when you're playing this style of defense.
So Zach Todd will pick up his second, and that'll be the team's first foul of the half. Now they're going to get Alex Light.
Yeah, Alex was trying to be a little aggressive there from behind. That's one there that you just got to be able to recognize that you're behind him. He's going to catch it there, play good defense.
So just like that, the Wes-Del picked up 2 team fouls. That was a really nice up and in by Briar Gillespie, the freshman for the Golden Eagles. You hear
good
Coach
take.
It's a good take. Good battle in there for the rebound. Good job by Cameron. Zach Todd will pick it up.
Good swing there. Nice pass by Evan Weitzel for a great cut by Alex Light, too. While a lot of people don't realize this, he could have easily stayed at the three-point line right there, but instead dives to the bucket.
Recognized the seam.
Yes,
and great job.
Another takeaway by Cameron Buckner for 2. Coach Klein's going to take a timeout here, which only leaves him with 1, but he felt like it was one of those times in the game where you got to do it.
Well, it down 18. Boy, what a
start.
What a start for the Warriors here in the second half. And again, converting defense into offense, that the pressure is great, and we definitely have the ability to trap people. We've got those kids that have that ability to be able to take the ball away, create all kinds of problems. But if you don't capitalize on the offensive end, all that work seems to be for naught.
Yes.
And so we obviously in that last series we did a good job of converting, and boy, Buckner just did, just like you said at the beginning of the game, his height, his arm span, his hustle. Going to create a lot of teams, not this year. It's going to create a lot of teams, a lot of problems.
Yeah, he's doing a great job up top. And like you mentioned, talking with Coach McLaughlin, this is he understands that a game is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And sometimes when you play this style of defense, you might give up a bucket here and there. Some things you might go on a little run, but you got to hope that over the course of 60 possessions, majority of them are going to be in your favor. So again, and you're seeing that here tonight.
This defense, I know right there's another takeaway, and they're going to get a foul on number 11, Gavin Trent. And if I'm correct, that is his second. And interesting to see what the set is here under the basket. And that's an old classic when you inbound the ball under the basket.
You got guys going every which direction, but what that's going to be is that's going to be the fourth foul on Lance.
So Logan Vance, the 6'5 junior, their big man in the middle, he's going to pick up his fourth foul. And there's still a lot of time left in this basketball game.
Yeah, and I'm looking over here at Coach here, and it looks like he's just going to leave him in.
Well, again, I spoke to that earlier. That's you either have depth or you don't.
Yeah.
And at this point, down 18 with still 5.5 to go in the third period.
Well, it's the old cliche in basketball. Sometimes you're not going to win a game in the. There's a foul. Sometimes you don't win a game in the third quarter, but you can lose them.
Right. So they're going to get Evan Weitzel for his third foul. And it looks like he'll maybe take a little break here as Trey Adams gets ready to check in the lineup. Nice job by Logan. They don't take him out. He then comes down and converts on a three-point play. Cut the lead to 15. Evan will take a break. Trey Adams comes in.
And it looks like the Golden Eagles are going back to their 1-2-2 Fury look. So you see the adjustments. Both teams, great screen inside. Great job by Zach Todd to go right at Vance right there. And it's a mismatch now. He's got 4 fouls. He knows he can't really. Great pressure here by the Warriors again. The great deflection, just a tough break for the Warriors as it went right to Vance inside.
And it's amazing how they are using Vance offensively down here, and every time we're coming down, we're taking it right to him down here. So this is interesting dynamic. A bank three-pointer. Alex Birch. Lead now is 12 for the Warriors. Nice job of splitting that double team. Nice pass in there. And that's Alex Light. I'm telling you, the kid
basketball plays.
He's so versatile in the different things that he can do. Good finish by Zach Todd to extend the lead to 14. We've still got just a little under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Another tough break again, just trying to throw it off him. It goes right to
Birch.
Right under the rim for 2. Lincoln to switch back to their man.
Well, Cameron's had a couple of those just go in and out. I don't know how. I was never a very good physics student, Coach, but I still sometimes it amazes me how a basketball can go in the rim and come back out of the rim.
Almost halfway down sometimes. You feel like it's just impossible.
A.J. Nauman, he's going to check in for Buckner.
So as we talked about at halftime here, now you're seeing midway through this quarter here, both coaches really try to manage the foul game. Buckner picks up his third. Coach McLaughlin's got 2 on the bench here with 3. Vance is in the game with 4. So this is going to be fouls are going to come into play down the stretch. Great rebound by Zach Todd.
Yeah, but I still think that foul situation, when we get players in foul trouble, I think we have This is a great play. Evan Stuckey, number 1. If I believe right, he is another freshman. So, I mean, if you're Coach Klein, you got to look. You only have 1 senior on your entire roster. You've played a couple of freshmen, started 1, a lot of young players with some significant minutes.
Yeah, they're one. It's going to be interesting to see how their season goes. You got to be hopeful to know that the team tonight's how you're playing is probably not going to be where you're at the end of the year, and that's something as a coach you're going to try to build on. Another rebound by Alex Light again, who looks to press it here. I mean, attacks it. Look at the take.
That is wow. All I could say is wow. That was a
and now he's back defensively.
That was a clinic.
Yes. Rebound. Now he's at the top. Calls in havoc. Oh, he was going to get a foul there, but he was trying to steal it.
Trying to reach around. Alex definitely playing with a little bit of adrenaline there.
Yeah, and one thing here that coach is going to have to keep an eye on here is now I think that's our 6th team foul already. So,
right. So Alex picks up his 3rd, and as a result, Weitzel will come back into the ball game.
Good D by Zach Todd right there. Though challenges Lance.
Zach went up with some authority, just couldn't get it to fall. I've heard Coach Klein on several occasions yell, "No paint, no paint."
Yeah, they're trying to keep it out of the paint. Like I said, oh, nice pass. How that pass got there, I don't know, but it did.
Well, Lincoln's had shown some signs of life here and there.
Great take by Evan Weitzel. Again, as I mentioned in the pregame show, he is last year he got the nickname the Microwave because he is one that he can get going quick.
But you can definitely tell how there's a little bit of a rhythm to the game now. As the players have settled down and they've started to figure it out.
Middle of the paint again. He's just been living in the paint all night long.
I have this distinct hunch that is just a precursor of what we're going to be seeing a lot of out of Evan Weitzel this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, and even in the Jamboree, in the quarter in the Jamboree, he was in the paint all night long. He's very quick with the basketball, great basketball instincts. But the nice thing about Evan, and you've seen it tonight, when he gets in the middle of the paint, he's not selfish. He's a great basketball player. He's looking for his teammates, makes some great passes, finishes when he needs to, gets to the free throw line. So,
and he's got several steals down here on defense, and so, yeah, he's definitely going to be our difference maker. I think that was not a secret. I think everybody knew that coming into the season. That shot was way off.
Todd.
He traveled.
Yeah, kind of the hop.
Took a step.
Good kick over though there by Zach Todd, and then
would have loved to have seen him put that one down though. That would have been, I think, one of the first of a couple of nails in the coffin for the Eagles. The lead is 13. We have just a minute to play in the 3rd period. I'd like to welcome all of you who are watching Wes-Del Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. It's been our pleasure to be able to bring the game, and it's been a good one. Your Warriors have so far in the I would say in the last 2 quarters, it's been pretty dominant basketball in terms of the Warriors. We're tied up 13-13 after the first period. But since then, it's been all Warriors. And again, that free throw shooting for Cambridge City. Yeah, I don't know how many rebounds Zach Todd's had on consecutive possessions down here, but it's got to be at least 6 or 7 in the last 6 or 7 possessions.
Evan Weitzel there on a great pass from Trey Adams there, knocks down a 3. Great steal. Here we go. Back the other way, if not offense. And there's going to be a foul. Yep.
So Evan Stuckey of Cambridge City commits his second personal foul. Looks like number 11, Gavin Trent's going to check back into the lineup. And they are going to now take Logan Vance out. I'm not sure if that's to protect him here or whether just to give him that extended break here with the quarter. We got 36 seconds to play. Another Eagle foul, this one committed by number 34, Aiden Munchell. So Will Delaney, Trey Adams, Zach Todd, Pretorius, and Weitzel, the 5 on the floor right now for the Warriors. I think they're going to get Delaney, Will Delaney, number 14. Get him with the push. That's his third now. So several Warriors flirting with foul trouble here as we get ready to go into the fourth and final quarter of this contest.
Another rebound by Zach Todd. 8 seconds to go here. Evan Weitzel has the ball up top.
Oh, in and out. That would have been it. That was the look that they wanted. Cade just couldn't get it to go. And that is the end of the third period. It is the Golden Eagles of Lincoln High School 36, your Wes-Del Warriors 52. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making Wes-Del basketball possible on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to provide you with these simulcast basketball games. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Campus Rentals, Martin Insurance, the fine people at Young's Title and Abstract, and Property Pros for your continued support of the Wes-Del Sports Network, Wes-Del Basketball, and Wes-Del Athletics. Well, Coach, we've got a 16-point lead going into the fourth quarter. You know, I know that as a fan or if you're watching this game from afar, you might be pretty comfortable with the position that Wes-Del's in, but I don't think you're ever completely comfortable as a coach anyway in this situation, because as we've seen multiple times in this game, basketball is a game of momentum. 16 points with the three-point play now in high school basketball, 16 points. I don't know that we're as comfortable as what we would hope to be, but definitely in good shape.
Yeah, I just got to keep doing what you've done here for the first 3 quarters. Play good defense, rebound, take care of the basketball. Gillespie with the offensive rebound. Good D. Another rebound by Zach Todd.
And it looks like Wes-Del went with their starters here to begin the fourth period. So, and they're going to get Weitzel with a charge. Now that would be Evans' fourth, correct?
I believe so. That's what I have. We'll see right here what if they agree with us. Must be, yes, that is his fourth. Looks like Trey Adams is going to come in right here.
So Trey Adams will come in for Weitzel. Weitzel will sit, and they'll protect him with his 4 fouls. And now that foul issue starts to, right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, both teams got key players in foul trouble.
Great D. Great D by Alex Light.
Another rebound by Zach Todd.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just put that record on and play it over and over again. I don't know how many possessions he's had the defensive rebound on that end, but great effort by Zach Todd tonight.
Great take by Alex Light. And when you're when foul trouble comes into play, that's when you want the depth. That's when you lean on that
Correct.
depth and you lean on everybody stepping up. Guess what?
I'm telling you. So here comes Adams. And I don't know, Coach, if he might he took his little step there before he shot again, but boy, it's didn't know much about Cade Pretorius before tonight, but the one thing that I think we've learned is he can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, shoot or shoot. That's the old cliche, shoot or shoot, and he has continued to shoot. Early on, he didn't have his first couple fall, but he has just been getting good looks all night, and you see why he's continuing to shoot. So very good sight for the Warriors.
Well, and that's what this first game is for. I don't – obviously, every game is important. Every game is important. You want to win every game. But these first couple of basketball games for the Warriors, especially tonight, it's not a conference game. We don't see Cambridge City Lincoln anywhere else in the season. Not in the tournament, not in the county tournament. That's not a conference game. I mean, we're glad that we want to win the game, obviously, but you also want to see what some of those kids can do, and
absolutely.
The first time Cade Pretorius dons a Warrior uniform, I think he's definitely proven that he's got a role on the team.
Yeah, and you got a lot of guys tonight getting some good minutes here. Trey Adams has got a lot of minutes tonight as a sophomore. He played a lot of JV last year. Like I said, Buckner, great take right there again. Good find. So we knocked out of bounds by Zach Todd, but a lot of guys, as we mentioned.
Right.
But what you're seeing, though, is you're seeing the core Warriors playing together, playing as a family, as Coach mentions, and a lot of good basketball plays.
And obviously the statistics are going to show we've been fairly balanced tonight. We've had a lot of people step up for us tonight, and that's always been something that Wes-Del's done. But they definitely we've had several different mixtures of players on the floor tonight, and no matter what player or what mix of players we've had, it's like they've played basketball together for a long time. And that's a great sign, your first game of the season.
Yes. Well, and looks like that's going to be out of bounds here. It is off of Gillespie there. Great play again by Buckner up top. But, talking to Coach before tonight, it's, we knew what you're going to get offensively out of Evan White. So Zach Todd's, the roles those guys played. But, really felt that we had a lot of depth, and I think it's showing.
So Zach Todd goes hard to the hoop. He'll put one down. He'll draw the foul. Foul's going to be committed by Evan Stuckey. That'll be his third. Number 22, Caden Sutherland, checks in the lineup. I think that's the first time that we saw Sutherland tonight. So Zach Todd at the line, trying to make this a three-point play, extend that Warrior lead to 22, and he does.
Good effort here defensively. Another deflection. Just really good team defense there by the Warriors. Everybody's flying around.
Boy, that
perfect.
Nice little turnaround 15-footer there by Zach Todd.
Yeah. It's a great job there by Cade Pretorius, too, from the high post to get it to him. Top of the key.
We haven't seen much of that this game. We've either seen the three or we've seen the ball in the paint, but
again,
that's a skill that if you can find somebody to give you that little 15, 20-footer, boy, that can be a difference maker. I thought he was going to make that, Coach.
I did too.
I was like, when the ball left his hands, I kind of thought, what is he thinking?
Yeah.
And then as I saw the trajectory of the ball, I thought, oh, my gosh, he's going to make that.
Yeah. That's one of those little heat check moments, maybe feeling pretty good, hit some shots.
Right. Well.
And rightfully so.
All right. So Gavin Trent takes a little bit of a step there before he starts to dribble. He'll turn the ball over. Again, I'd like to see the turnover statistics tonight, and they're going to get a player control foul against Zach Todd.
Yeah, it's a good strong move there. Sometimes you just you get those every once in a while, and again, you're going to be okay with those as a coach.
Well, and when you turn, sometimes you can't see the guy.
Yeah.
You don't know he's there even at sometimes.
You don't want to fade away. You want to go to the rim, and sometimes it's a good defensive play.
Or even if you get the charging foul, at least that player knows you're there now. So Logan Vance puts in 2 more. 22-point lead for the Warriors. A little under 4 minutes to play. The Warriors are showing no signs of letting up here against the Eagles.
Good take.
He'll draw the foul. And Zach Todd will go to the line to shoot 2. Zach, a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah, and one of Zach's strengths is he plays really well from the mid-post. So anywhere around that free throw line, anywhere in that middle. So against the zone, when you got some shooters around the floor with Cade and Trey and Evan and even Buckner, and he showed that he can knock down those outside shots. It just really opens it up for Zach in the middle.
Well, and that's kind of what I meant when I was talking about that guy that can give you that 15-footer, that 20-footer. It creates so many more options for your offense. Makes it very difficult to defend.
Well, you got to choose. It's kind of like the old football. You got to stop the run, you got to stop the pass. And sometimes when you get them both going, it's very hard to stop, and that's what you're seeing right now when you get both going.
And I just don't. And if you're so, obviously we've got a game in the vault now, and from this point forward, our opponents are going to have. It'll get more and more as the season goes, but they're going to have a little information about what to expect. And I don't think anything that we've done this game is any different than we've done before. Great job there by Cameron Buckner. Nice rebound and put back by Cameron Buckner. But everyone knows we're going to play that zone trap.
Yeah.
And you can practice all you want, but if that pressure, that zone trap is executed correctly, it doesn't matter how much you've prepared to handle it. It just gives teams fits. And you got to have the personnel. I mean, you can't just have one guard that can handle the ball. You've got to have 2 or 3 good ball handlers. It's going to be a fun season.
And you got to have the depth, and I think that's one thing we've showed tonight is we have the depth. And you're going to wear teams down by being able to rotate guys up top. We've seen Cameron Buckner play up top. We've seen Alex Light. We've seen Evan Weitzel. So, like as you mentioned, you might have 1 or 2, but in the course of the game, if we're able to keep that pressure and that tempo up, it's going to wear you down.
So senior Brandon Wiley comes in. Nice, strong rebound and move down here. He'll get the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot some free throws. Brandon hasn't seen a lot of minutes tonight, but as soon as he comes in, makes an immediate impact under the basket. And then one thing I have been encouraged, Wes-Del we have been very good from the free throw line. I don't know what the statistics are, but we have done a really good job of taking advantage of our opportunities at the free throw line tonight. Even our bigs, they can hit those free throws. So that's going to pay big dividends down the road.
Another deflection steal at the top. Knocked out of bounds here. This number will be Warrior ball here with 2:30 to play in the fourth.
So senior A.J. Nauman, he's going to check in the lineup. He's going to relieve Zach Todd. Great effort by Zach Todd. I don't know how many rebounds he had tonight, but it's
had to be a double-double.
It's definitely a double-double tonight for Zach Todd. That trip in the paint didn't work out for Evan like it had in the past, but Cambridge City looks to – you don't want to take it to the corner on the dribble.
Good possession there.
So we've got so we're
like to give a shout out to our cheerleaders. They've done an outstanding job tonight as well over there. Coach Justin and Gaddis and all those girls. So it's really good to see our students tonight and our cheerleaders in the gym. And
well, a holiday weekend, and they had the day off from school today, and sometimes that's a little hard to get motivated when you've been at home all day and kind of had a day off, but then to come in and like our students have, and they're still into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over there, even with a 25-point lead with 2 minutes to go, our students are all still here. All the Wes-Del faithful are still here.
Good D there by Brandon. Brandon Wiley, as you mentioned, was in the game here.
Well, other than Trey, there are 4 seniors on the court for Wes-Del, and it looks like we're going to see number 10, Travis Bunch, number 20, Jack Rooker are going to get in the game, and I think now with that substitution, everyone that dressed for us today has seen minutes in tonight's game. Great experience, too. That's another thing when you get these opportunities to get kids experience. I mean, when you look at a lineup that has 7 seniors and your role players are seniors and have that varsity experience, that's going to pay huge dividends in the big games down the road.
Well, as coaches, we always find roles for student athletes, but what makes teams special is when people buy into roles. And I think with this group right here, you see that right now. Like we've talked about Will Delaney, you talked about A.J. Nauman, we've talked about Alex Light, you've talked about all these players that they buy into their roles. They know exactly what they do really well on a nightly basis, and they take a lot of pride in doing that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. None of these kids on this bench, there's one thing that Coach McLaughlin has an advantage is sometimes when you're a new coach or you have new players, younger players, it's not just teaching the X's and O's. It's not just teaching the offense or the defense. It's also teaching the culture, teaching the routine, teaching the attitude that you want your players to have. There's not a player on this bench that doesn't already understand those expectations.
Golden Eagles here to 3 here. Down to about 35 seconds to go. Good to see these players for both teams being able to get some minutes here at the end of the game. Good take by Will Delaney. Finishes
nice move.
Yeah.
Nice move, Will. It's good to see Will back. He's going to add something to the team for sure. Oliver Webb, another freshman for Cambridge City, just drains the 3. So interesting to see what they look like in about 2 or 3 years. And that'll wrap it up. Wow. Golden Eagles 48, Wes-Del 69. And that's the ball game. And so the Wes-Del Warriors will open their 21-22 campaign up with a victory. We're going to take just a brief moment. We'll be back here with some post-game statistics. We got a few people to thank. You've been watching Wes-Del basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. All right, we're back here at Wes-Del High School where the Wes-Del Warriors have just opened up their season this year with a convincing victory over the Golden Eagles of Lincoln High School, 69-48. We're here getting ready for the post-game show. We want to give some shout-outs. We had a pretty good viewership here tonight. According to our schematics, we had about 57 households tonight watching the Warriors take on Cambridge City Lincoln. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We'd like to give a shout-out to Melvin Davis, who's joining us on YouTube Live, also to Julie Kirtley Schwartz, and all the other fans that have joined us tonight on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We also want to give a shout-out and some props to our students who helped produce this broadcast tonight. On our cameras, Savannah McCollum, also Gracie Gillum. They are part of the Wes-Del program this year, the production program that's led by Mr. Andrew Romine. I'll also give a huge thank you to Mr. Romine tonight. He's been sitting to my immediate right, acting as our producer tonight. Also, a big thank you to Coach. So what we're waiting on here is we hope to have Coach out here for a post-game interview. We also hope to have a few statistics tonight. Great effort by all involved. Went pretty seamless tonight. I know as an athletic director, as a coach, as all involved, when you open up a season, especially basketball season in the state of Indiana, you hope all goes well. I don't think anything could have gone any better tonight, Coach.
Yes, absolutely. Props to everybody, as you said. Special thanks to Mr. Romine and our students. Outstanding job. Allow us to do this. So just appreciate it, and I think it's great for our students and for Wes-Del. So Mr. Slopsma looks like he's finishing up the book, so we'll have some stats in just a second. And as you mentioned, we'll have Coach McLaughlin, and also it looks like senior Zach Todd is making his way over as well. So.
All right, so, yeah, it's, like I said, we are here, and we have a special guest tonight in the postgame show, senior Zach Todd. Zach, we don't have great effort tonight. Don't have any of your official statistics yet, but Coach and I noticed that you tremendous job on the defensive end with those defensive rebounds tonight. I know there was some question that you know about your health coming into the game, but boy, you surely couldn't tell it tonight. Great game.
Great job, Zach.
Thank you.
Talk to us a little bit just about in the locker room when you get your first win like that, and just a great team win all around. Great contributions tonight up and down the lineup. As we mentioned, 7 seniors. What's it mean for you guys to start your season 1-0?
Really, it was actually a really special one because this week Evan Whitesell had a really tough week, and so this one was for Evan tonight, and we're gonna get another one for him Saturday. But just to start off with a win is very special to us because we knew they'd be able to do it, and we knew that we'd be able to play hard. But we were excited to see what we would actually do when we got out on the floor in a real game, and I think it's going to be a really good season. Yeah,
absolutely. Coach Sims and I, we talked a lot about just you guys as the play went on. You could just see the depth and the different everybody's stepping up in those roles. Talk to us a little bit about your balance. Tonight it looked like, as we mentioned, you had a double-double with 19. Cade chips in 14. Evan 13. Up and down lineup 4. Alex 6. Just talk to us a little bit about that balance and what you guys feel in the locker room and just togetherness.
Definitely. We knew that we would still have, even losing like Eric and Joel and those people last year, we knew we'd still have scores this year. And we knew that we were going to be able to spread it out each and every game. And we showed that really well tonight. But like you said, for sure, we play really together, especially this group, because us seniors, except for Cameron, we've played with each other since like 2nd grade. And we've been friends our whole lives. So that has really kept us in the game together, and that's really made us play really together throughout the years.
Well, Zach, you could see that tonight, and hats off to you as being a senior leader for this team, and and you guys could see just the tight-knit group. Welcome Kate in, and you could just see how well everybody together plays and that consistency. So we look forward to being back up here Saturday night as we host Elwood.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to go 2-0. So congratulations tonight, and
Thank
we'll turn
you
it over to Coach McLaughlin.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, I want to go ahead and wipe those off.
Yeah, I was actually a little sweaty. It's all right. That means he's working hard.
Yeah. Well, first, congratulations on the big win tonight. Starting 1-0 is always big. And talk to us a little bit about just your depth tonight. I thought really showed. Battled foul trouble throughout the night, early and often, but you had a lot of guys step up throughout the game.
Yeah, we battled foul trouble because we fouled too much, and we got to stop fouling. I thought we had a great officiating crew. I always am tough on officials, but I want to give credit to them when I can too. I thought that was a great crew. I mean, I feel like when we can establish depth, it allows us to play the style of defense that we want to play. And when we can play that style and wear teams down, it was close at halftime, but you just got to trust that we're going to continue to do it right. Now, one of the things that we have got to get better at is making some adjustments. Fouling will take us out of that, and they got some easy buckets here and there. You're going to give up some threes in that defense, and we know that. You just got to play through that and move on to the next play. But, I agree with you. When we can establish some depth, that really allows us to play that style the whole game. And, I was just proud of the guys and their effort. So, some guys are getting their first shot there in the limelight, so you don't know what you're going to see. It's first game, so – we bring back, when people look at us, you got a lot of experience coming back in Evan and Zach, but then a lot of other guys don't necessarily have a lot of varsity experience. So we've got to kind of play through some of those jitters and some of that too. And that was evident early when we were 2 or 3 times we'd come up with a steal and kick it off our own leg or make, just make it a silly pass. But we settled in a little better in the second half.
Yeah, and Coach and I talked a little bit about that throughout the game. Is just that we have an older team, but maybe the experience is going to grow as the year goes on with some of those guys. But, offensively, we talked about last year those guys that were leaving, but you brought back Zach and Evan, and Zach has 19 tonight. Evan has 13. I thought he's going to, he struggled a little bit, fouls, couldn't really quite get in a rhythm, did a great job getting the paint. But talk to us a little bit about guys like Cameron Buckner, who at the top I thought tonight just gave him fits. Alex Light made winning basketball plays throughout the whole night.
Well, 2 things. One, when you can have 6'4" out there at the top of that makes their defense a lot different. So when he's long and athletic and got those arms out, that's a tough that's a tough pass to make, and you think twice sometimes making that cross-court pass. So that's a big role for us, and anytime we can have that, we don't take that lightly. Alex just makes plays. I mean, he back cuts in the right time. He'll find that he understands, hey, that guy's driving, my guy's not there. I'm going to back cut and get open, and he just, like you said, he makes winning basketball plays. And we tell them all the time, if things break down, you sometimes can't just run an offense and do it. You have to make a basketball play, and Alex is really good about making basketball plays when things break down in the offense, because the defense is trying to take you out of what you're doing. So to their credit, the few times that Alex's guy turned his head, he'd back cut or get in the right spot too. And to go back to Evan real quick, kids had a tough week. I know Zach and those guys said, this game was for him, and I'm really proud of the win, but I'm more proud of the gentlemen that they were.
Absolutely.
Some of the things that they've shown this week, without going into a lot of depth, but they were there for their teammate when he needed them a lot. They were there, and if we don't get anything more out of our basketball season than to know that you got guys you can lean on, then that's a heck of a season for a coach.
Yes, absolutely, and you could see that family atmosphere that you've created, Coach. And one last point here is kind of the step into that is Cade Pretorius.
Yeah,
he's new to our school, but he's just been an absolutely great young man in the hallway, leader in your program.
Yep.
And you could see that fun that he was having tonight. Knocked down some big shots there early on, got some good looks. Missed him in that first quarter. I'm sure he was nervous, but comes back with 14 big points, and he's going to be one that, as the year goes on, is going to have those games for us.
Well, you could tell watching him, he's got a nice shot. And it's smooth, and when he shoots it in rhythm, it's really good. And we like to get him those open shots. And when you have Evan that can drive it to kick to a guy with open shots, that allows guys like Cade and Zach Todd and those guys to get their feet set. We're working on that to get better at it. I mean, we showed it, though, at times. You saw it at times, but I think that we'll just see that get better as the year goes. Those guys learn how to play with each other. I told him that's a heck of first game for be a Warrior right there, and they were happy for him in the locker room. They were happy for Will, who didn't play last year, took a year off, came back and played good minutes for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Will's just a smart player. So, and I was really happy with sophomore Trey Adams. I thought Trey played really well for us in some key minutes. So, all the way down the line, if I went down, I could say something good about everybody. AJ plays undersized in a bunch of different roles, but I could put him in any spot, and he knows exactly what to do in those spots. I've got guys that practice the same spot every night and don't know what they're doing. AJ could play all five and be where he's supposed to be. So, those things go overlooked, but not by coaches. So I know you guys want to get to Thanksgiving. I really, new crew here, appreciate Mr. Sims and yourself and you guys up here doing the home games, and it's going to be awesome to have you guys here. I love the fact that we do this, and I know that you guys, when doing it, do it the right way. So we just really appreciate you guys giving up your time and coming here. But I want to tell everybody out there to have a great Thanksgiving. You guys, Mr. Romine, for running the show here, and just have a great Thanksgiving. And my wife will be happy. It's always a better Thanksgiving after a win than it is after a loss. So she'll be very happy with the W tonight.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations to you and your ball club, and we're excited. We'll be back here again on Saturday.
Right.
So
it's a girl-boy doubleheader.
Yes, great night. We're looking forward to broadcasting both. So, again, have a great Thanksgiving and go down there and enjoy that with a great win tonight.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, definitely. Like Coach said, that makes for a better holiday when you can get that first win under your belt the day before Thanksgiving, and we've been able to do that the last couple of years. So, Coach, you've got some post-game statistics for us real quick?
I do. I just got some it looks like the book here. So, looks like the Warriors were led tonight offensively by Zach Todd with 19, followed up with some balance with Cade Pretorius 14, Evan Weitzel 13, Cameron Buckner 11, Alex Light 6, Will Delaney 4, and Brandon Wiley 2. So, again, balance up and down the lineup. Great minutes tonight from A.J. Nauman, Trey Adams. Just great team win. For the Cambridge City Lincoln Golden Eagles, they were led by 54 Logan Vance with 13, and Alex Birch with 12. So that's kind of the offensive totals tonight for the ball game.
Well, we want to say again thank you to all of those people who joined us tonight in the simulcast, all those people who chimed in on the chat tonight. It's been, I think it went real well for our first game, and we plan on bringing you all of these games, at least the home games, on the Wes-Del Sports Network this year. And we'll be right back here Saturday evening. We have a boys-girls doubleheader. I believe the girls play the first game
Correct.
At
6 p.m.
6 p.m., and we will be covering both of those games
Correct.
that night. You and I will be.
Looking
and
forward
we look
to it.
forward to that. And it's been a great evening. And so we're going to let everybody here get to their families for the holidays. We want to wish everybody out there a blessed and thankful Thanksgiving. We want to thank all of you for joining us, all of those people who made this possible, our sponsors, our students who helped in the production night. So, again, your Warriors walk away victors tonight. They start the season 1-0 here at Wes-Del against Cambridge City. We'll be back here on Saturday night with a boys-girls doubleheader. So you've been watching Wes-Del Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Good night, everybody.